Hi everyone, this is Ronnie from YouTube, and I'm here with my girlfriend Aubrey, who's also here in Glasgow. And we've got something coming up on Sunday that you might be interested in, and we'll talk about that a little bit. Also, I want to say before anything that the Fruit Festival, if you're interested in UK Fruit Fest, the prices rise at the end of November, which is just a couple of days, so you might want to go over to fruitfest.co.uk/registration if you want to learn more about that. Thank you very much. So, Sunday, I mean, on this channel, we talk a lot about the raw food diet and about health and about healing and stuff like that. And there's so much to talk about when it just comes to the diet. And, I'm not really an expert about a lot of things outside of that, like a lot of the bodywork stuff that you do and that you've been teaching me more about. But the thing that I was saying to Aubrey recently was that when I got to know her more and was asking her more about the massage, the body work, the different therapies that she's experienced in and does, is that I felt that she didn't realize how much confusion there is in people about what is right for them in terms of what kind of therapy would be best for them and what would be best for particular conditions or a particular situation a person's in, and whether they need a more physical touch, or is it more of an emotional release kind of healing, or what kind of thing it is they need. So um, I was saying, I kind of encourage you, I guess, to put that together, because that's what I would like to see, is someone explaining to me all these different things, how they work, why they work. So yeah, so let's talk a bit about that.
About the event?
Yeah, and about what you're going to teach about, and just the whole concept of what we've called it, the 7 levels of healing touch.
hmm
So how about you introduce us a little bit to that idea?
Well, as you know, there are so many different kinds of healing modalities out there. You can look it up online and find things like massage, Reiki, healing touch is even its own category. There's shamanism. There's just sorts of different kinds of healing therapies, and there are even so many different subsets of therapies just within the massage world. And so a lot of times you can go onto a page's website and if you're looking for a massage and it says book for Swedish massage, book for deep tissue, book for sports, book for trigger point therapy or myofascial release, and to the average person, they see all those terms and they're like, I don't know what any of that is. And so you just kind of blindly book an appointment and hope for the best, because it's not often that I find someone is going to go and do the Google research for themselves to figure out what's what. So that's kind of why we thought it would be really beneficial just to put the information out there about the different kinds. And so we came up with the 7 levels, even though there are so many more beyond that, because it gives you a good foundation to start with. And so we go from, talking about Swedish massage, we do get into the deep tissue, the sports massage, the neuromuscular, the myofascial, and then we get a little more into, those are all physical, structural, hands-on modalities. And then we get more into the lighter touch with the craniosacral, the somato-emotional release, and into Reiki, which can be completely hands-off at times. So it's just about going through the different layers of the body, starting at physical and then coming out more into emotional, energetic, and spiritual. And that's...
Yeah, and the thing that I've, because I'd seen different types of massage over the years, and I was like, if the way that I looked at it was, if I wanted to work out what was right for me, I would have to almost book an appointment with each of these things to work out what it was like. But then I realized as well that you could have the same type of massage from 2 different people and it'd be completely different. And so you don't really know what it's meant to be like and whether the person's good or not. And also, a lot of people have these qualifications and they've not necessarily got a lot of experience, and they've not necessarily worked in places and worked with a lot of clients and all that kind of stuff. So I always found it kind of, I always was looking for something and wanted to try these different things out, but I never really knew what they would be like, or whether these names were just different names for the same thing, which I think sometimes can be the case with people that sort of want to create their own brand or whatever for like business purposes and stuff. So I get that kind of thing. But the other thing was, yeah, the like for example, we were talking to a friend recently who's talking about craniosacral. When you said you did craniosacral therapy, and she said, "Oh, I had that.
yeah.
I had that recently, and it was like really sore, and it was really, really strong, like really high pressure touch, and all that." And then you were sitting there confused, saying, "That's not craniosacral." So people are using sometimes the wrong, or maybe she forgot the actual name, but in your opinion, it seems like it was someone that didn't really know.
Well, and we were talking about like the mouth work, and so she was saying that she had craniosacral work within her mouth, but when you're doing craniosacral work in the mouth, craniosacral is a very light touch. So there would not be pressure. There would be movement and different experiences like that, but it would be more along the lines of massage if you're getting into the mouth and using pressure to do forms of release. So when she said that it was craniosacral and it was painful and there was a lot of pressure in this and that, I'm like, no, whatever you had, that was not craniosacral therapy. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, so we talk about the kind of the seven, like you're going to be talking about like the 7 levels. So I guess what we're talking about is the strength of the touch, the depth of the touch, the intention behind it. What makes up all these kind of differences?
Yeah, I mean, just pretty much what you said. We're not trying to go too far into it, because we want people to come to the event, right?
Yeah, we'll leave it a little bit of a mystery.
But the thing is, too, I think that it's that's what's going to be really, really important to hit on at this event that I'm looking forward to sharing is how to also just be like an active participant in your own session. A lot of people I know will go to a massage and they'll tell me like, oh, well, they used too much pressure or it hurt or this or that, but they never vocalize that to their therapist. So I want to be able to also like give people a voice during their session so that they can get what they need out of it rather than, because there's a level to like putting your trust and faith into the professional, but also like being aware of your own body and knowing when something isn't right, so that you can be able to say something and not feel like you're offending the professional or whatever it is, like I will always speak up, but that's because 1, I've had massages like my entire life, and 2, I am a professional, so if I'm not okay with something that's happening, I will tell them, or if I need more pressure, if it's they're going in the same spot over and over again and it's time to move on, or it's, not doing anything, then I'll be like, oh, can we do this or can we do that? And I feel like people get kind of like closed off to being able to speak up about it. So that's what I want to do, is give them more confidence to be a more active participant in their own healing experience, with whichever modality they do decide to choose. So.
Cool. So well, it's free to come along. It's this Sunday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., 2 hours long. It takes place at In the Moment Yoga Centre, 72 Berkeley Street, Glasgow. There's lots of free parking around there on a Sunday, I believe. And there is, it's very much in the centre of town, very easy to get to. And please try and turn up on time, obviously. There's a limited amount of spaces, so...
Looking at about like 30 people.
Yeah, so go to the Facebook page.
Yeah, if you go to facebook.com/Musolf method, you'll find the event. If you click on the sidebar where it says events, you'll find the event, the 7 levels of healing touch.
If you don't use Facebook, then just send us a message or leave a comment down below or something like that. I know a lot of you aren't in Glasgow, but some of you are, so it'd be good to see you there. And I think you'll learn a lot and get a good experience and learn more about even anatomy and stuff, how the muscles work, how the body works. That's all the kind of things you can learn as well. And maybe you'll even, it'll take you towards an experience that you've been looking for, whether it's some kind of, physical healing, something in the muscles. I personally think that a lot of people, we undervalue all levels of health. People are not eating correctly, not exercising, not developing the right mindset and all these things, but that's the massage is another thing that a person. It's one of the few things that people can actually get done to them
Mhm.
that has an impact,
Mhm.
because a lot of these other things you can't get someone can't eat a diet for you.
Right.
They can't exercise for you. You get pills taken and they don't really necessarily work. But this is something that a person can come along and fix things in your body, and that's pretty interesting, pretty cool. So thanks for watching. Anything you want to say?
Well, this will be my first time like putting on an event like this, so I'm really excited. But also, I just want everyone to come in with an open mind if they do decide to join us. And it's always best to enter an experience of healing with no expectations of how the
Yeah.
outcome is going to be. So that's what I'm going to put the intention out there for this event, is that we don't have any expectations and that we're just looking to learn something new and walk away feeling like you can be more confident when making your decision
Yeah.
in an alternative modality.
And
So,
it could also be for people that are already massage therapists, healers, that just want to learn some new things, some new ideas, or share some ideas.
yeah, just a different
And,
perspective even.
Yeah, and you might be thinking, what you might want to learn one of these practices, but you're like, which one do I want to do? Which one would fit me? And so Aubrey will go through all the different ones, and you can ask questions and see what one you should go and explore, because it can take a lot of time to learn these things, and obviously time, money, study, or whatever to go and learn these things. So you might want to make sure you're doing the right thing from the start. So I think it's going to be very valuable to people.
Yeah,
and a lot of fun.
Maybe I should say like why you're coming to me for advice is because I'm licensed in massage therapy, certified specifically in craniosacral therapy, myofascial release, neuromuscular therapy, somato-emotional release. I'm a registered yoga instructor and a detoxification specialist, and I've got my foundational work in the Swedish massage and sports massage, in the reflexology and Thai massage, and so it's just I have so many different layers in the Reiki and everything like that. So I have a lot of experience with all these modalities, and a lot of experience learning them, and a lot of experience implementing them into my practice. And I've been in practice for the last 5 years and working with so many different people at so many different levels, like all around the world now. So that's just a little about me and why I'm a trustworthy source of information. So
yeah, so you can follow Aubrey's YouTube channel, Musolf Method.
I think it's just my name, Aubrey Musolf.
Aubrey Musolf on YouTube and
Instagram and
Facebook as well. Musolf Method.
Okay,
thank you. Hope to see some of you on Sunday.
Yes. Come join us.
Leave your comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.